Ravenous Catalyst, and since on my way in here today I was asked to sign my name and give ID, and I had to say the magic word, which I guess is your term for my rights, aka the Brown Act, before they would not make me sign in. I'm going to state my right now before we get started. As far as Mr. Weston, you've had a federal ruling about silencing the microphone.
You have to stay. No. Why don't you speak to these items now, and then at
I was told I had to assert my rights before I would be given them downstairs.
General public comments, you can say whatever.
I was told I'd have to assert my right before I'd be given
I don't know who told you that.
Yeah, the person when I came in the door. So about a year and a half ago, I came to the council talking about hempcrete as a new building material to be used. I said if you didn't go on and spend 10 minutes watching a YouTube video about making hempcrete houses, you weren't interested enough, you weren't passionate enough, and you were just too focused on preventing the negative than enjoying the positive. Hempcrete can be made with a cement mixer. There is no water waste. This thing in West Virginia, the waste storage is cement and steel byproduct production. It's things that we waste water, galvanizing steel, and making cement out of. It's an amazing, genius thing we can do, but it's more genius to recognize what we're doing. The wood test, when they tested, the civil engineer department tested walls with different amounts of hempcrete infill. It's used as an infill and an insulator. The walls held up from anywhere to 4 to 11 times the stress test. That means that it's what the increase in the bulk load, basically, the carrying load that the wood can handle. 4 to 11 times, depending on the proportion of infill used. It smolders in a fire. It smolders and puts itself out. That's what this plant does. It's breathable like a palm tree in the wind, and it doesn't snap. That's what this does. Foundations don't move. They're like a big old rock in the dirt hugging it. So if you care, again, look into it. It's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, hopefully we can smoke it. When you grow hemp, the cross-pollination takes the psychoactive stuff out of marijuana. That's just how plants work, too. Speaking of the wastewater and all of that stuff, that's why this is important, too. We need to stop using as much cement. Hempcrete does use small amounts of cement. Nobody needs to take their hand out of the pot. Nobody is getting cut out here by using Mother Nature and what she gave us. That's just what's up. Also, it's biodegradable when it's not when it's above ground, but when you break it up or it demolishes in an earthquake, you can bury it and it actually makes itself fertilizer again, like all plant leaves do and all plant refuge does. So if you're not, I don't care if you build hemp production plants in cement and steel, but this is what's going on. It's going to be what's happening. In 10 years, your children will not be building with cement anymore. It's just not going to be happening. And you know what? When you're talking about an earthquake happening, when you're sucking out the liquid give that the Earth's little balancing plate act has by sucking out the oil, which, again, as it's spinning these plates, it's got a little bit of leeway in there by breaking them up and allowing that. But if we suck that out while we strip the Earth of its water, the plates, I don't know if you saw the iceberg that's moving into the coast and pushing people's houses over, that's plate starting to shift. It's starting to move everything around underneath so it can hang itself in space. So it can make pipes, too. You can make hemp pipes. They're more breathable. They don't break as much as cement does. Cement, again, man-made. We did it, yay, but Mother Nature gave us the number one from the stars to let us know what to do with everything else around us. So you can keep sucking it out of the middle and saying that you care about what we're building on top. But one way or the other, please, Mother Nature, win out, because I really don't want to see all that. So your legacy, your children will wear your last name, Enjoy. I still got 1 minute. There's still some other cool stuff about hemp. The next thing with hemp, as far as,
as long as it's earthquake related.
It is. The dirt in the ground in between buildings, your vacant lots that you have that you're going and pulling all the weeds out of, root systems from plants hold dirt together. They hold dirt to the ground. So if you have all these vacant lots in between and you want funding to come up with ways that you have all these initiatives, start planting urban gardens in your vacant lots. Go and get your homeless veterans, allow them to tend to your urban gardens or to pull the weeds in your lot. Reach out to those people and have them prepare the city for a better connected dirt source, if that's what we're all worried about. Again, it's fireproof, rodent-proof, pesticide-proof. It's its own pesticide and herbicide. It does not grow mold, all right? Like, period. It doesn't rot. So I don't know how many more categories you got on your little dollar checkpoint. But, oh, and it makes fabric so we don't have to, like, have Bangladeshi and cotton kids making money, too.
Thank you. Mr. Walsh, we just found a card for you on 20.